all this type of BS. The game runs good. I got that witch on Duck Station, so the moment we're done with the briefing, we fire that witch up. You know, yeah. Let's see how this card goes. I gotta do more research on how you can run 2 and 3 because you have to do some tweaking. They have pressure sensitive functions. Dang, bro. So, question: there's no way in the future we're going to be able to, like, they're going to do a remake of 1, 2, and 3, huh? Konami's not gonna, not gonna allow that, huh? Which is jacked up. But at least I can say I can finally understand the hype behind S.N.A.K.E being in Smash. I'll at least say that. Let's take a look at this mission briefing, boys. The original PS2 had pressure sensitive button that make you pull out your gun versus shoot. Oh, dang. The crud is this, Nassim? Is this how you get your sick kicks?
It's been a long time, S.N.A.K.E.
Wait.
This Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, S.N.A.K.E.
No. It's a long briefing.
Just invited you here so
it'll be immersive.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
We'll take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Hey, yo.
Dr. Naomi Hunter, Chief of Foxhound's medical staff.
She sounds hot.
Therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, S.N.A.K.E.
They couldn't give her a model.
Don't worry. This injection won't hurt a bit.
Hey, yo, you can inject me all day.
Wrong. You don't like shots?
Put your whole serum in me, crud.
Listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
It looked like a dick.
What soldiers? Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington...
Good grief, this witch is dated.
They say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid
July 12, 2011.
The site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief...
Dirt chief?
...and the president of Arms-Tech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Derp.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, S.N.A.K.E.?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Huh, you don't have a choice.
Your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal.
Why am I naked?
Disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather...
Go ahead, Bluebird.
report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch?
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero
fits.
Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Of course it is.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
This some BS. Why am I still naked?
And the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved.
Who's
Are they
Nanami?
testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
It's government
We
secret.
know
Of course it
where they're
is.
being held.
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Oh.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do.
I love how they have to black out Snake's package.
They plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so.
Hey, yo.
They've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
But Snake build. You see that?
Prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL.
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapons systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
He's right.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
Remains.
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
This is some Final Fantasy VII BS.
You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project.
Nope.
They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do
Bro, they love doing this crud.
And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into...
Yes, I did. I went from kindergarten to fifth grade.
With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time...
Oh, they didn't teach me that in school.
beneficial effects.
Not up to 6th grade.
For example.
In other words, we can over...
Not even in college. I think they briefed over it. I think they briefed over it in biology, but last time I checked, they didn't tell me that. Of course I know DNA. That's the whatever you call it, crud. I can't even pronounce it.
genetic characteristics as desired.
It's the living blueprint that makes up the human body and crud like that.
soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
What about the guy?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
Ah, now it makes sense.
One of the
It's a
greatest.
long cotton picking tape.
The man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big
Her-
Boss.
Hercules.
We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill.
Really?
So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
Soldier G.
Body was recovered after
Thank
all.
you.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber.
Oh, so he's dead.
Information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
Amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Sucker's gonna make Mewtwo.
Process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Of course.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
Wow.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The sons of Big Boss.
That's some crazy mind crow when you really think about it.
What's the time limit?
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
You know how much
Colonel,
of a
who are you
choice?
speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
Of course.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
Dang, bro.
United States.
Which means that the president must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point, they're still video conferencing with each other.
Wait, they had video conferencing when this came out?
Yet, the Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes, so is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
Wow, since when I was born? Omega Pod. But I guess that video conferencing crowd was on the down low. Like, it wasn't released to the public, right?
Weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko,
Hey, yo!
providing you backup by Codec.
A female?
Where's... Oh, she looked fine.
Impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working for?
Oh, yeah.
At her home in Los Angeles.
Because at that time in 92, all we had was dial-up.
Like a million miles away.
You need at least DSL broadband for that thing to at least be doable.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What up, KJ? You.
The 6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
Hey, yo!
Anything less from Foxhound.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
Tell me about these next-generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency search team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass
Oh,
destruction.
that sounds lit, KJ.
NBC
Holy crap.
weapons.
Good food.
Till they were at it.
Oh, yeah. RE4 thing drops
They.
at midnight. I saw Max playing like a good portion of it. I'm gonna rewatch the screen to see how the game looks.
Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down,
Big
the
boss.
military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 20,
Yeah.
and retrained.
I think Max had said it was the greatest game ever. Like for
Should be
2023.
called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
Is VR missions that you can play?
How could
Yeah, I saw it on when I was selecting the game modes.
Calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
the sons of Big Boss? We're regular army. They
Wow,
must
this
have been
Sephiroth
chosen
crud.
periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got
There's no rubber
screened
thing on
for
these things.
psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No, Several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without...
Bro, imagine if this thing got remade.
The process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Even the
What up, dear?
existence of this genome army is a national...
This chick said anime. I'm dead.
We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
Twin Snakes for GameCube?
High-tech
It's arguably worse.
Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower...
We're watching a mission briefing before I played the game.
every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities.
So don't tell me these are the bosses.
Beautiful
Sniper Wolf in this witch?
decoy
SS Sniper Wolf?
master of disguise. Vulcan Raven.
I'm dead.
And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation, and a formidable...
Alex!
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Man with the same code name as you.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager. The
Bro, he looks like a clone.
His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
Good grief, this dude's good.
For the British Secret Intelligence Service?
Speaks Arabic like a native?
Once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that...
That sounds like he's a clone of Snake.
Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
It's a mission briefing.
I don't know the details.
Before I play the PlayStation 1 game, we're watching the mission briefing before I play it. It gives context to what's going on. If you never played Metal Gear Solid, the first one on PlayStation, you're not going to get none of this.
I can see it in your eyes.
So tell me what I got to do before I deep dive in. Because there's not going to be any of this when we start.
Colonel, I don't work for...
But I forgot you little kiddies wouldn't know nothing about PlayStation. Y'all grew up on PlayStation too. It's in the game too?
There's a dog sled race this week.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the intro, but it's not nothing like this though.
Yeah, the longest sled race in the world.
Then why didn't we select to watch it?
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Wow, we got dogs we gotta take care of.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the
Oh,
Bering Sea.
nah,
No
we could
room for
definitely gotta do this before on
I
screen.
told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no...
I hear that, Keisha.
Snake, there's enough dirt
And Sim was telling me how awesome this game was.
to keep you in the stock.
Well, the Metal Gear franchise.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as he'll accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No,
Oh, I thought he said black
I
man.
prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily.
What up, Sonic?
But anyway, I know you better than that. you'd take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield.
That's what's nuts.
Soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
Ultimate guy, nope.
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake.
Snake.
I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
I really do wish this got a remake. This sounds lit.
Sorry. I'll be frank.
Please be frank.
Very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
You should have told me that first time.
Meryl.
Oh, niece Meryl.
What was your niece doing here?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War.
18.
Since then, I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel.
VR simulation.
Soldierly.
I'm retired.
Psychotherapy.
Just an old man now.
Not to be attracted to those of the opposite sex. Wow.
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
With my personality, I don't have too many friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
1, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And 2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But
This
one
game
thing,
is old, Ultimate Guy.
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
This is way before that.
Colonel.
We're not in
That
transmission
doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy.
That's what's
she
crazy.
knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperature.
What the crap?
Not just one kind, either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
You put robots in me?
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes, Benzedrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert.
I'm waiting on her to say Viagra.
Quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
And she just injected me with that. What type of hot BS?
What are you going to do?
Cut my testicles off.
Gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
In transmission. Wow.
This is the kind of shit that you
Dang, that thing just instantly role played right into. Alright, now we can play this game now. Holy snot. Okay, good God, that was a long introduction. Alright. Holy snot. And then sync my game capture to properties. Oh, I hope you paid attention. Of course I did. I didn't even fall asleep. Good grief, chat. The story expects you. What do you mean the story expects me? Good job on getting the good settings for Metal Gear Solid this time. Because it definitely smoother than when it first came out. Oh, of course I did. We gotta take down those 6 suckers, as well as Liquid Snake. Hideo Kojima. This will be my first Hideo Kojima game.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss.
Yep.
They say that if their demands are not met with
Big Boss is the sucker they want a genome extract.
nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Thank you, Overlord. Glad you can make it, my boy.
One-man
I'm going until Resident Evil 4 drops. I'm gonna watch Maximilian do start his playthrough of it. So we're looking at 12:30ish. Oh wow, Max already streamed. Yeah, I gotta rewatch that. I'll watch that later.
High-tech special.
He's coming back though. He said.
Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this.
These are 6 I gotta take out.
Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and
Oh, help me! I want her to snipe me.
master of disguise.
I know Sniper Wolf gonna be fine. Judix!
Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them.
Judix, are we doing Star Rail? I'm not gonna make that live stream. We'll watch the live stream for our chill stream.
Codename is you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration.
4 a.m.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
tonight?
This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Find out more about that, Judix. We'll do a late night stream to watch it. No way. Huh. Yeah, never mind. We're having another stream, boys. Alright. Because it said 7:30 p.m. So I instantly thought... Oh, this is the special right there. Real men play on very hard. I'm not a man. I'm a child. Oh man, this music. Judex, you freaking rock. Thank you, Overlord. That's Resident Evil, though. My Resident Evil greatness, you know.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome
These PS1 graphics, good lord. Oh, that's Liquid Snake. Oh, I loved it.
Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation?
Don't know if I'm finishing that which,
Like
but
the
I
elevator
loved
in the
it.
back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85.
140.
When you want to use the codec, push the select button.
Gotcha, Daddy.
Contact you. The codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
In transmission. Yo, I'm gonna go through a whole game like this. Alright, they didn't give me no tutorial on the controls, so how it work? I just do that all day? This is the tutorial, okay. Alright, I see the radar up there, so I guess that's gonna tell me when sucker sees me. Yo, I got my feet out. Hold up. Man, I feel like I'm in VR chat. What the crud? Alright. So there's no stealth takedown in sim? I'm waiting on that sucker to come down. I'm gonna take him out. Ah! Yo! Yo! Oh my god. Bro, that was funny. That was funny. Do you know how big save states? Of course I do. Oh, y'all able to see that? Sweet. There you go. Save state. Oh, so that was my grab. Hey, get back! We get a call.
There's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Well, I got this guy behind me. Gotcha, Colonel. Oh boy. You know this is a stealth game, right? So I can't. But you can. Alright. So I actually have to play this like a stealth game. So I can't kill these guys. I can't kill them. How do I choke them? Snake. What the crud? Can't make this BS up.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Got it, Colonel. Ration. Well, we made it this far, chat. After how many deaths? 3? Yo, Duarte. How I know when the elevators come down? Daddy. Did you press? No, I didn't press the button. Y'all know we're not getting. Y'all know we're not getting nowhere faster. Shoot. Y'all know that's not gonna happen again. They have conversations? Gotcha. Whoa, this me? Chat, take a picture, bro. If you had shown me this 7 years ago, no way I would believe it. Look at my polygon cheeks. They're nice and plump and blocky. Wait, question. How do I save? Is there a save point?
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
That took a long time. I guess you're feeling a little rusty.
Don't worry. It's been a while, but it's all coming back to me.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy. I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. Genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's
the codec? So this is my save.
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Holy crud. So now the real mission
There are
begins.
only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet.
Mommy?
Mei Ling,
Oh, Mei Ling.
assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system.
Ah.
Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice.
Oh, she's a cutie.
It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself.
If he's such a legend, why hasn't Konami brought her back and brought it back
I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military
to be so young?
so cute.
Dang!
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored.
Snake!
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake.
Huh, do you want to see my real snake? Bro!
Really frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me
Wow.
explain about your Soliton radar system.
Please.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake.
Of course. Oh, now you want to give me a tutorial.
And the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Ah, they agree with games? Wow.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology.
Gotcha.
You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
If I'm being
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.9.
I gotta remember that, right?
It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember,
9-6.
except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that. By the way, sorry to just pull out my smokes.
What?
That.
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
Giga Chad. Giga Snake. There's no way I could do that though, right?
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's
Wait.
too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can script.
Just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
This is cutscene only. I can't actually do that, right?
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
One other codec number you won't have?
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake. Snake, just to make sure, let's review how to use the codec system. Snake, if you want to send a transmission, first press the select button. That will put you in codec mode. When you're at the codec screen, press the right...
Got it. Thank you, man, for the raid. There we go. This one.
Snake, remember what the goal
Wow, it
is.
actually shows
The
it.
graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
Don't worry.
Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China.
Gong
I was
dong.
born and raised in America.
Yo.
Always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
Oh, we're gonna save all the time with her.
To tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Hey, yo!
I'll think about it.
Yo, Snake's how old is Snake? Yo, somebody tell me how old is Snake? No response. Ah, so you gotta know your numbers. Alright. Our mission starts. So we gotta get... Oh, I can go up here. Okay. He's 25. Oh, I thought he was like 45. That's why they brought him out of retirement. Not mind, he can hit on these chicks. Yeah, I thought like a 45-year-old dude hitting on like a 20-year-old chick. Bless you. Oh, shh! I'm black. Chat, I'm black. The freaking searchlights. Alright. So we gotta get in that elevator. Holy snot. Bro, what the... I'm a... Bro. Peak. Told y'all. You know, I just gotta shake off my, you know, Metal Gear Solid, you know, rust. Don't know why people be doubting me. There's a ration right there. But we got a little sucker right there. He's asleep. Boy, nobody care about no cotton picking loot. getting past. We gotta survey the area. There's a truck right there. Doesn't look like... Wow, didn't know you could do that. How do I use my binocular then? I figured it out. But there's someone else like that right behind him. I keep doing that until I land the controls. So how am I getting past? Now, but if he's asleep, I wish I had an overtop map. But if he's, it's that duck. What if you can flip him? Well, that's what we'll do. Call up Cindy. What was her frequency? 96? There we go.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Baby girl, I need a save.
Snake, listen to what Lo Chi said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it.
Nissim.
You don't really need it.
Nissim.
Before you stick your neck out.
Nissim.
Worth it.
Thank you.
A surveillance camera?
That's some BS. So even if I go for him, but that's my only way in. Well, let's check all the other areas. There was a dude waiting up the stairs, dog. That's what they say after he climaxes. Oh, Lord. Have mercy. Let's go. Bro, I can't load my freaking save. Wait a second. I saved. Wait, I have to exit, come back in, and to load the save, don't I? Piece of trash. Chat. Bro! They're not dumb. They're not dumb. Let's load the game. Oh, Jesus. There you go. Yo, we got save states. I can just use return to the past. There we go. Alright, the truck is going to be our thing point. Alright. So now I can mess up as much as I want. Yes, I thought the AI to be stupid. Of course.
A surveillance camera?
Wait. John Black, look at this. Now you want to call me?
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke.
Oh, shoot.
Hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
Got it.
That base must have some kind...
I think she was on frequency 96.
What is it, Snake?
I wanted to hear your sexy voice. There we go.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had all spent, while our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Yes, my love. Hush, Overlord. I just read your comment. Dumb witch. Chat, I made it past the first... Oh, I thought this was a cutscene. Wow, and this is what video games got this...
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, So call me if you have any questions about the flora.
Oh, he's on
out here.
floor.
My frequency is 141.80.
Let's call him. What we got out here?
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for advice.
What else you got for me?
Soldiers that have been forged in the fires of battle are used to catching naps whenever and wherever they can. There's a big difference between real soldiers and those kids who have only been trained in VR simulators. After playing for a long time, you should get some rest too.
Thank you. Thank you, Colonel. I mean, Master. Shoot. There's a ration over there. Alright, Chad. Let's make sure. Save state. Boosh. He's in. Before solid.
I moved the Darker Chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
Oh, shoot. Now of all times.
Ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell.
The woman.
Don't get careless now.
The girl.
Woman in the cell?
That gotta be the girl.
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
How?
Already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah.
Who? Can't be me.
Stealth, too.
No way they know about me.
There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the Chief.
Everyone and their grandma calling me up just to strike up a casual combo, right? Yeah, grandma. Yeah. I'll make sure I wear my extra warm socks, you know, before I go to bed. Good night, grandma. Yes, grandma. Oh, a ration. There we go.
Press the action button to drop down.
He called me up just to say that. Ace, he thought you were dumb. I see that. Shoot. How I know what I'm dropping down into? Whatever, oh my God!
Use the elevator to change floors.
Nope.
Cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Cargo elevator. Thank you. Shaft grenade. Oh. Oh, that's what my rations do. I got a blicky. All right. But we're gonna need another safe state to get us out of a safe state, in which if I get myself locked. These security cameras, I swear. Alright, we're in a little corridor. Wow. What is right here? Dog! Ah! Return to the past now. But we know there's a vent that way. I waited too long. Oh my God. It's like, will you get your behind in that vent? Yeah, I'm starting to remember that now, Nissan. I knew there had to be a restaurant around here somewhere. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't need it. I thought you at least said something. So how do my gun controls work? Oh, why don't you call Colonel and find out? I know he's itching to call you randomly and just tell you. Here we go. Is this the sucker that was sleeping? Are you dead serious?
Snake, didn't you hear that the DARPA chief was moved to a cell in the first floor basement?
Sorry, the Soliton radar won't work in a narrow space. Too much harmonic resonance. The radio waves produce interference, and we can't analyze the topographic data. Try to hang on until you get to a more open space, okay?
But I can still save them. I can still save them.
Don't give up, Snake.
I just crawled right in between his legs, bro. What was my last leg? Bro. Good, it puts me right back at it. Alright. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can take this sucker down. Dog! Return to the past. It was the camera that snitched on me. The camera snitched on me. That's what happened. Nice Timbs. You can't throw it while you... Practice makes perfect, boys. the bloody camera. So as long as the camera's there, we can't go through that way. So how are we getting through? Oh. Wait. Did I come this way? Okay, so this leads outside, right? Yeah, this leads outside. To Feet Boy. To Feet Tucker, right? So if that's the case, if that leads to him, so we can't go that way. So we gotta go towards the right. Okay. And then they're going to air out the vents. So why do I not have a map for the vents? SIGs and scope. SIGs and scope. Think. The idea is to immerse you. Oh, I'm immersed, all right. Think. Went between that man's legs and that sucker woke up real quick. Freaking camera was right on his behind too. So we gotta think. By the way, if this is the ventilation shaft, wouldn't the air push the water? You know what? Never mind. That has to lead to that dude. That's the ration. We're going to be going around in circles at this point. That's the rat. I feel like I'll have to make a diagram in my head for everywhere where we've come from. So this ventilation shaft seems like it's worthless then. Because we have my entry, which was this way coming up. Well, there's loot. Less is more. And then we'll back out to where he is. What was it that old boy had said? I think how the shortcut would have been get rid of that sucker, escape through the ventilation. So what we gotta do is go back out into the main field where everybody else was, and then make our way down to the first floor basement. Once we do that, we can figure out where the story wants us to go from there. I see how this thing went straight to 12 hours with my behind. These ventilation shafts are going to be my best friend. Yeah, you see this? Yeah, that's TLDR in SM. I love how you just stop right there, dog. How am I? State. How am I getting this door open though? Oh, it's to interact. My man wants to... Black Ultra Instinct. Like a man. I told y'all, skills. So, alright, so, are we interacting with that door or? That's my thing. Are we interacting with the door or? Doesn't make any sense. Good job, Nissan. They give you a whole thing on who to call. Oh, that makes life easy. Thank God.
Where the DARPA chief is. With his nanomachine transmitter, he should show up as a green dot on your radar when you get close. Try to find him.
Awesome. Lit. Chat, we're making progress. Miracles do happen. Armory.
Come on, Snake, you can do it.
Baby girl. I'm gonna. Yes, alright. The Dirt Chief. That's what we calling them, man. Sucker running. Come on, Daddy. Don't check in here. There we go. We move. So he's not going to be in the armory. So it's the armory based... What the... Any decade now. Any decade now. I swear.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
These suckers legit called me while I'm on a daggone mission. She said green dot. Oh my God, this better be important.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, press the action button by the ladder.
If you wanna clean your drawers, make sure you put them in the washing machine. Press the action button to piss. Nah, bro. If you turn this thing on, the CD... What usually happens is the CD case has the instructions to the game in it.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Man didn't even wash his hands. Of all the first times ever. What in the Okay, so I got it's full. Okay. I legit watched a man go to a restroom and didn't even wash his hand. That's some nasty behind crud. That's the first thing they teach you in kindergarten. Shoot, before you leave your mom and dad. Make sure you wash your hands, little Jimmy. You don't want to spread germs. Sucker probably eats his food with his nasty behind toilet hands.
Is that a woman? Not.
Snake. Get it, girl. Dang. Well, you just saw that. Bro, she brawling. I can't believe he says that. Woman, do you not see them polygon breasts? And you see, and you hear her say, "Oh my God, I can't!"
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
I thought the radio crud doesn't work in the ventilation. The game breaking its own rules. It don't work in the ventilation. How the crud are they calling me? Is that him? Wow, I found him. A black man!
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them.
George Bird.
In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Stone, tell me escort mission.
Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this...
Bro, she fine.
Warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
What?
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew?
That's the name of the game, Metal Gear.
It's one of the most secret black projects.
Black projects.
How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
Tea and crumpets?
I heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary. It's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data, and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution...
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex.
Metal Gear Rex.
Codename for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use.
Is he talking to himself?
These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yeah,
PAL?
of course. There is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds.
Oh, wow.
Can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
That's the first boss.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of...
Dang, she fine.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms.Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color?
You gotta look for colored walls now.
Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium.
What the crap?
As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
That's cool.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
That works.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
No.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon?
What's going on?
What is it?
Chat. What the crud's going on?
Hey, what happened?
Chat, what's going on? Oh my God. But how? Out of nowhere.
Dead.
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
So now I gotta find Baker. That girl is out. How much?
Don't move.
Hey, yo! Straight up nudity, yo.
So you killed the chief, you bastard. Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move.
Wow. Yeah, you're
Is
shaking.
this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
Dang.
No rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. The game all saves you. Thank God. Because I sure forgot to save after that thing, but I guess it all saved when I was in that cutscene. Alright. Let's try this again. That caught me way off guard.
So you killed the chief, you bastard. Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful.
Riku! Yeah!
That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them.
Bro. Now watch the colonel call me and say, this is how you shoot a gun. I'm like,
I told you I'm no rookie.
now you call me after the fact.
One of them, are you?
How you doing, Rick?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Bro.
Snake, answer me! Snake!
How did I die? How did I die? How did I die, chat? How did I die? Who dropped a nade? Explosives. How we getting out of this situation, then? some BS. Yep, that's a PlayStation game if I've ever played one.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Chad, we gotta move.
Thanks for the help.
Oh my God. How did we survive? Thank you, Mimi. Yo, them cheeks. I don't think we high.
You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Wait. So, what happened? She gonna get herself killed. What the?
Good girl. Just like that.
I'm confused.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Yo, hold up.
Snake, Psycho Mantis has the power to read people's minds. He got the DARPA chief's detonation code. Hurry up or he'll get Baker's code too.
That's right. If the terrorists get Baker's code,
It's all over.
launch that nuke anytime they want.
Yeah,
What up, Alice?
they'll use Metal Gear to do it. Colonel, did you know they were conducting a military exercise here using Metal Gear?
I didn't know.
Really?
Snake, you've got to understand. I'm just the middleman in this operation.
I bet you are.
Hurry up and get to the second floor basement. You've got to save the Arms Tech president before the terrorists find out his code.
Alright, so we got a safe state. Which, how do I use my ration? There we go. Alright, while the menu's open. I thought I have access to this, but I guess it's because the door is closed now. Alright, so that leads back into the vents, correct? Yeah, a ladder to the vents. Nah, but I have the key because he gave it to me in cutscene, but that leads back into the thing. It should work for this. You tell me I gotta select the witch. Oh, I guess that's not a level. That's not one I can open. Man, got all it. Yo, let me sniff for sheets real quick. Alright, area secure. The doors. How you know it's at level 6? Wow. See, they gotta bring Metal Gear games back. On the doors? Ah, that's how it works. Okay. Ah, this is where that sucker took a dump. Alright. Ah, it says 6 right there, like you said. Good job. Alright. So we gotta get to Baker. I need to order food for tomorrow. Remember, Ace, be careful. The Christ is C4. Grenades? They're pitfalls. Level 3. Which you gotta be kidding me. Which you gotta be stupid kidding me. Grenades. Alright, so nobody's here then. Should be. Cool. So I guess everybody's not. So I guess we're turning to the first floor? Yeah, we're chasing after that girl, I'll take it. Bro. Are we trying to get out or we're looking for Baker? So this is where it all came from. How am I getting out? Chat. In this door. I'm confused. And he can't jump. Campbell.
Anyway, hurry up and get to the second floor basement. You've got to save the Arms Tech president before the terrorists find out his code.
So we gotta get to the second floor basement, but would love to, but I can't go back out this door. So yeah, I'm trapped. I'm legit trapped. How do you get trapped coming into a door? I came in via the thing, the reader. Wait. Nobody say nothing, bro. Let me see how my box works. Thermal goggles. So it does work. Which got told. Thank you for the raid, Keys. Thank you for the raid. Oh, good. Perfect. All right. Let's try this again. So, hit a return to a pass. Because I need that box. The box is the key. There we go. But how we get into the second floor? How you doing, Cammy? Oh, I'm doing lovely. Metal Gear is lit.
Just a box.
Chat. What the fuck? What the fried? I thought if I'm a box, they won't recognize. Yo, tell me how come the AIs back then is so much better than now. Oh, I love it. I'm learning how to play it. Bro, so the box doesn't... Alright, let's move. We already saw the dude that have a heart attack. We met a brolic chick. That's about it. Okay, so that's that. So now, the box outsmarts cameras. That's it. So people are smart. Will be sussy. So he's at the tank. If I watch the radar, but how we get into the second floor? That's, I'm trying to figure that out now in my brain. Alright, Ace. Why is he staring at the wall? Bro! I legit walked up to this man to smell his butt crack. That's legit what I did. Holy schnot. Oh. Chat. Chat. We Gucci. Did I crash the game? I think I crashed the game. S rank everything in the DLC boss rush, and boy, it was a challenge that was neat. Yes. Good job, Kizu. Alright. Very good job. I knew it wasn't going to be difficult for you. Like, holy crap. Because now, I heard that basically the bosses can one-shot Supersonic. I was like, dang. Alright, so we gotta get to the elevator. So there's nothing we can do on... Yep, because that's how we use elevator nowadays. I look up to the heavens and I ask myself, why? What up, Snupzilla? Return to the past. Essential critical, come on. No, I don't know how to grab people. Oh, box on. Box off. I'm learning everything with every defeat. Like, that's good. So, can I walk past the camp? Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. There is... That camera legit said, I know that box moved. Box no jutsu. She's coming up. We gotta hit that elevator. Let's go back to this. So how are we? This the armory. So is there any? We gotta think. That's a 6. Oh yeah, the naked guy has finally been removed. Yo, I don't think we finished exploring the ventilation shaft though. There is that. So let's head back up.
Huh?
Never mind. There it is. Yeah, chat. I'm going into that ventilation shaft backwards. Sounds about right. Type of hot BS. I mean, we can still go in through a ventilation that way. But there's no way up. Can I stand up on the toilet? Of course not. No. Can't check the computer. Desk is glitching out. So we got the cardboard box. That's not gonna let me in. We got the elevator. So how in the crud we making it to the second floor? Is there anything in that desk? Yeah, so that means at this point, do we have to head back outside? That's what I'm thinking about at this point. Because if we gotta head back outside, that's our only option. That's what it sounds like we gotta do. Head back outside. Head back outside. We should have access to new stuff too. Man, I wish I had a map layout of this entire area. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black. I should have access. There we go. Aw, oh, shoot. He in there. Shoot. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black. Chat. You can kill him, Ace. See, the thing about that is, I can't aim worth a darn. Square to grab when you don't have a gun. Then we got a camera right up there. That's a level 2 door. China, I'm dumb behind! Mr. Anderson! Chat! Chat, I'm an S-tier idiot. There are idiots, and then there's the S-tier idiot. Well, at least we made it through that. More rations, so we Gucci. Alright, so what's the plan? We gotta get to the second floor. And then we'll probably face our first boss there, which would be the Cycle Sucker. That looks like the plan. we gotta somehow get to our second floor. That's the only way. I bet the only way we get into our second floor is also via cameras right there. We can't go out the same way we went when we first came in. So yeah, this area is clean. Until I get the higher level key cards, that area is clean. Alright, this should be the outside. Alright, so we're back outside. Just in case this crate goes bad. I gotta figure out how to choke him. So you gotta tap it repeatedly to get him? Alright. Thank you. Ration. Alright. Next. The dude, he's gone. Wow, could have came out that way. That's good. This has to be a useful, whatever you call it. If we mess up, I feel like I'm cucking myself when I did that, but Perfect. Alright, so next, we're outside now. We got 2 suckers. Alright. Use this as our base for right now. Mainline.
What's up, Snake?
Yeah, say it, baby girl. There we go.
Snake, in China, they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means?
No!
It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that deep and inspiring, thought-provoking advice. I deeply appreciate it. Alright, let's go. I know she's hot. We're gonna get coffee after that. Good. Glad they give up. Why would I call those idiots? So there has to be.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
These suckers get footprints. Bro, piss off. So we gotta look over our places we can go. Because how are we getting to the 2nd floor? We can get to the armory. We can get to where we were before. Like, gotta think. Why put it on the cardboard box? Why would I do that? You already saw those suckers are too smart for the cardboard box. In the truck. In the truck, huh? Fine, mommy. Shoot. I'm getting bolder with my takedowns. That's good. Nassim, what the crud? What is this supposed to do, Nassim? Please tell me. Yeah, the famous box. Nassim said, try using the box on the cotton picking truck. Yeah, the smash taunt. You think you'll ever come over here? Oh yeah, that SpongeBob episode, good times. I'm not gonna cap. I used to, like, when we had boxes at home, I tried to get inside one of those boxes. Try to make a whole fort out of a box. And then I realized there's a chance you could suffocate yourself by trying to close yourself in that witch. My big behind it. I was a big kid, so me inside a box wouldn't work. You think he'll ever come over this way? I don't think he's ever going to come over this way. So, we got to get back onto the second floor. Figure out what's going on up there. Alright, come on. I'm good at takedowns now, so... make our way up. Oh, the... Chat. Bro, imagine if he dragged me out the vid. Holy snot. I can take risks like that now. Crud, no. Oh man, Kiza, it was so cool. Like back when we were kids. That crud, oh my lord. I love having box. Listen, I told y'all, stealth master. Y'all gotta stop down me in crud. Dragged you out like some. Kiza, did someone actually do that to me though? I feel like some sucker dragged me out of some type of event. I feel like it. And what's crazy is I can keep doing BS like that and I can get away with it. Boom. Game makes my heart race. Holy son. Alright, we just gotta get past this little camera. We should be Gucci. I'm so smart. Yo, let's call Miller. I mean, Campbell. Shoot.
What have you got there? A cardboard box?
Yeah, remember that trick?
That's the snake I remember. Those poor fools won't know what hit them. Anyway, hurry up and get to the second floor basement. You've got to save the Arms Tech president before the terrorists find out his code.
How we getting there?
Anyway, hurry up and get to the second...
You know what? I'm never talking to you again. This is level 2. Wait. Well, treat me good, Jacob. Of course. When we figure out how we get from point A to point B, And what's crazy is we can't climb up boxes or anything. Alright, let's move. You gotta figure it out. No. We gotta find another vent. Shaft grenade. Bro, I got stuck in this room just because I didn't have the freaking thing. The card out. So it kept me locked in there. Do you know what to do? I'm about to figure it out. This sucker all the way over here. Wait, he has to have something. Hold up. Come here. Come here. Mistakes were made. The item was the suppressor. The one that I was going for? Oh, it was the suppressor. I thought he had a key card. That's why I went in there. We gotta get to the armory. That's our next step. Unless there's a vent on that schematic, which I highly doubt. Ah, Black Ultra Instinct. Black Ultra Instinct. I thought I could get into the elevator before he got me. I know one thing. Best deaths. This has to be my best deaths. I make some of the most idiotic attempts. Either I get out of that thing unscathed or I screw myself. Oh, shoot. I'm black. 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 We gotta have a safe state before we get down there.
Snake! Answer me! Snake!
We gotta have a safe spot right before we get to it. Chat, I believe I won't mess this. I won't drop the bag again. And before I drop the bag again, has to be this one. It has to be this one. I just realized something. Yo, chat, y'all got quality options? Yeah, but here's the thing, Nassim. I want you to tell me, do you see a 2 on the switch? I know you can read, Nassim. That says B2. Yes. Wait. Yo, I think I'm an idiot. The second baseman, aka you're already in the basement, but then there's another. We legit spent a whole hour. Chat, I can't make this BS up. I can't make that BS up. Which is the armory. But we combed the armory. But we combed the armory. See? Can't even get into this witch. Miller. I mean, I don't know why I call him Miller.
The walls that were cemented over should look slightly different. Look at the walls carefully in first-person view mode. Try to find the walls that have a different pattern.
Did you try hitting the wall? Maybe it'll sound different too.
Those C4 explosives you've got should be able to destroy the walls that were cemented over.
Wow. That's what the C4s are for. Oh, they're right there. Chat, so I mean, if I blow myself up. Ace, what's that gonna do? Wait, how I chat? Gonna need that extra too. I mean, they all look cemented. We gotta do sound checks on the Switch. Oh, wait. There we go. Found it. Wow, it's Thursday still? Alright. Thank you. Good Lord. Alright, so now. There it is. Alright, we see it now. I thought I was gonna blow myself up. Jamming. Let me call. I can't call my girl, can I?
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
Two hours in.
Be careful, Snake.
Just hearing your voice, I'll make sure I'm extra careful. There's another plastic wall. Hopefully we got more C4s. We need another C4. Yeah, we're gonna need another C4. Would regular grenades work or won't have enough punch? Did she show up in any of the other Metal Gear Solid games? I would love to see what her full art looks like. Oh, they reload these witches. That's good. I was scared I was gonna run out. Glad it respawns. Maybe 2 and 3. What's this? Cutscene, chat. Oh, wow.
Am I too late?
We're gonna fight a boss here, aren't we?
He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
Yeah, that went...
Don't touch it!
C4.
Watch out!
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
Who is this?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
Oh, shoot. So he's our first boss.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake.
Bro, he knows how to work a pistol.
See if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army.
Hey, yo. My man touching that...
More than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me
Ocelot.
Draw! Draw!
I want to know how smart am I?
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want them.
Freaking.
Hiding won't help you.
Whoa! Wait.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of a silver bullet.
All right.
Let's go. You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
I can't rely on my...
I love the smell of Codename. You know, that sulfury smell.
He's fast.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Wait a minute.
I can't even see him. Sam Baker. Dang it! Dang it. Alright, I think I know how to get him. I think I know. I think I know how to handle him. Ooh. They save me getting all them C4 sweet. Alright, that's good. Alright. I bet I can't use C4s. Like, I can't plant C4s around where he runs to. and set them off that way. I wonder, could I do that? That would be so giga, Chad, if I could do that. Alright, this is it. I'm gonna try that.
Snake, you can't use your radar in... Be careful, Snake.
Yo, my behind didn't even save.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that air...
Chad, we're gonna do something stupid, okay? Won't be the first time, I'm just saying. Can't pick on get my thing mixed up. Alright. We're gonna do something stupid. We gotta get past the cutscene first. I think I can skip it though. Alright.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
Good shot. Now. I told y'all I'm a genius. I told y'all I'm just a genius, bro. Can't make this BS up. I legit can't make this BS up. I'm a genius, chat. I'm such a genius. My behind did not do a save state that had me having all the C4s. I'm such a genius. Holy freaking snot. How on God's green earth did I jack that up? And then what's crazy is my dumb behind planned it too. I said, yo, chat, I'm gonna set up some C4s around the dude, right? And then when old boy got close, I was gonna set it off, like, and then I was just like, brilliant, Ace, brilliant. Can't make this BS up. Yeah, there weren't bomb wires, facts. No, but it's just like the cutscene told me. The cutscene told me, yo, there are C4s all around the man. You might not want to set any C4s off. What is still straight up set C4s? Guess what happened? Just blow the whole man up. I told y'all, I'm a genius. I try, I try to share my genius with the rest of the world, but bro, holy snot. All right. Yeah. Let's figure out how we're going to take down our first boss.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
So you got like a... He can't hit me as long as I'm in... He says that. And just gotta wait for him to reload.
I love to reload during a battle. Let's go. You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
Just gotta wait for him to use up all his bullets. Then come out cover.
I love the smell of porter. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
He's not smart. Shoot. Shoot. Dang it, I'm out crud. Trajectory. All right. Got him. That might be GG. That legit might be GG. Unless that stuff respawns. I got 12 bullets. I gotta make it work. Dang it! It came down to that last bit. Oh my god. I had it too. Holy snot.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. I love the You idiot!
I think you have more bullets in the magnet. Snoop, you right. But so I can't touch the wire, but you know how many times I touched that wire? Awesome first boss. Awesome first boss. Good freaking grief.
Hiding won't help you.
Chat.
I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
Oh, the cutscene blocks me. There we go.
I love the
He's smart too.
There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet. All right, alive. Let's go.
The angles.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long.
Bro, I need you to give me. We gotta be.
Want to settle this?
Hiding helped me so far. As long as I don't move. He needs to get down to 1, and then I can. careful with your ammo, Ace.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Hiding won't help. Hiding won't. Wait a minute.
He's not reload yet. Good.
Wait a minute.
Chat. We gotta sell this. Knowledge. I gotta get to him. Dang it. Bro, come on. Yeah, some frames. I need to get him. I'm wasting my shots though. That's the sad part. I'm wasting my shots. Nah, this sucker gonna have a whole monologue.
Hiding won't help you.
I need him to stay right. Good. Keep him that way.
I love to reload during a battle.
We gotta settle it.
All right. Alive. Let's go. You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna let you.
We gotta be smart with our shots.
Don't you want to settle this?
Good.
Hiding won't help. I love the smell of Codename. You know. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Hiding won't help. Hiding won't. Wait a minute.
I only get one shot at this. got one more shot. This is the check gonna come down to a shootout. That ricochet crud. Holy snot. Good, 12. Yeah, of course I want to face that way. Good. Keep it up. Don't let him. That's how he's fighting us. We gotta be smart. If I can keep him... He's going for angle shots. I gotta keep him right there. Let him burn his bullets. He's gonna reposition himself after. Oh my god. 10 bullets left. Dang it! If I could figure out, because he can bounce the shots. He can bounce the shots. We definitely got him figured out, but I have to figure out my angles. It's definitely my angles that is giving me that trouble. I got him downloaded though. To a point to where we don't have to waste bullets, but I have to get my angles right.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets.
So
I make them go where I want.
then you get one shot. One shot. That's all I get. But he's gonna... Oh my god.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like that.
I just gotta be smart.
All right. Alive. Let's go.
Bro. I thought it was... There we go. We'll get one more shot.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
Cool. Alright. Dang it. He got me.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
That angle. Holy snot. Bro. That's bad. Yo, let's see what happens if I ring around the Rosium.
Wait a minute.
Got him. Oh my god. Don't waste your shots. Got him. Alright, I see what Nassim was talking about. Dang it, he's fast with that.
I need help.
Dang it. I'm out of time. So the ring around Rosie method is not going to help with that. I mean, dang it.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. I love to reload during a battle. All right, I'm alive. Let's go.
One more.
I love the smell of Codename. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
Dang it. Dang it. Bro, Chad. Chad. The wall, bro. The wall. Alright, we got him in a stuck spot. One more. We got him now. Because he changes position every time. That's it. Oh my God! Two more. One more. We can get this last shot. Got him!
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand!
Camouflage. What the crud? Who was that? Then that means that's one of the foxhounds.
Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again. Who are you? I like you. I have no name.
Who the crud is this?
That exoskeleton.
What in the crud? The boy gone fool.
Who the hell? Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
You fool!
Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
Good job.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim.
I'm dead. He hit me with his cane.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
Dang.
Recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
So, we had the Colonel niece the entire time.
Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's...
He's gonna die. Calling it. He's gonna die.
Sorry, I forgot.
If I ain't plot.
It should be on the back of the CD case.
What, the game?
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering.
What was that?
If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to
I figured that.
Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been.
Yo, so how we get into other areas?
The amount of spent nuclear...
What the crap?
...is increasing even today.
We're getting a hole!
Have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every...
Muff?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn.
Wow.
In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
That's a long cutscene. I'm in a scream after this cutscene, but.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Black.
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget.
There's a black budget?
You can get a great lead time on your weapons production, and no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
You know, this game is lit. I'm not gonna cap.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results.
If you bought this game used back then, you would have been screwed. Oh yeah, without this box case. Facts. Very big facts.
This is what you came for, right?
Key card, right?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss.
Colonel.
I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security.
Hey, we know where we're going.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me.
We're going back to...
My password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question.
He's gonna die.
What was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Figure that.
Little secret.
An experimental genome.
I'm telling you, Metal Gear is Final Fantasy.
You know him?
Final Fantasy 7. Soldier.
She knows better than I.
See?
Naomi.
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but...
I knew it.
What did you do to me? Oh, no.
See? Everybody dying.
Can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
Bro, now I gotta finish this game. What the crud is going on?
What the hell?
Chad, we got a marathon Metal Gear. I'm curious now.
Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but
Some kind of...
That's a lie.
there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Fox...
Bruh, she went straight ...
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Man, screw you. Oh, I got more life. Oh, that's Pog. I get more life. Let's get out of here. Hold up. Which, why am I calling you?
The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah.
Okay. Next week, we gotta get Metal Gear out the way.
Now that the terrorists have
This story is too nuts.
The only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
I'm dead. I mean, nowadays we don't need the CD case because the internet is a thing, but whoo! Just like who was that said it?
Anyway, be careful.
Craig had said, if you didn't have the box, you're screwed. I mean, you could try out the things though. That was another thing. Metal Gear Solid 2, aged like fine wine. How we playing that? You got you on to figure out how we're gonna play that. What was that frequency? 140.15? When 40.15 is not the frequency. Wait, we gotta get out of here. Hold up. Remember, right? You just can't call it yet. Right. Alright. So let me see if I can call these suckers. Campbell.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Was it?
So in the sim, should I try it now? There it is.
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
Huh, that's why they call me Twilight.
You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You?
Hey, yo.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're
Bro, Final Fantasy 7, dog.
They're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Hey, yo!
Just what I'd expect from
Blew me up, Snake. Dang!
Don't worry. You'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is...
Bro!
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like...
Liquid.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah. You know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Oh, wow.
Colonel,
Foxhound and the next generation
Just
special
can't trust him.
called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
A dummy.
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah.
Two.
Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Facts.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching.
Aren't we in the second floor basement?
Need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
Oh, it's a building.
The first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
2.
5.
Oh.
But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Never mind.
I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, yes, you are.
You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away.
Yo, this music.
I had any problems in training. But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people.
Dog, this OST.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it.
That's sad.
All of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high.
Dang, that hit.
And your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay.
Wow, this convo, bro.
Good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Don't worry, I'm about to call you soon.
Okay.
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Gas. Gas. Just gas. And we got your number. Bro. Awesome freaking game. We're being this next week. Holy freaking snot. Because what? It's a 12-hour? Yeah.
How's it going, Snake? Have you gotten used to using the radar yet?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great system. Not only can I read the topography, but I can monitor the movement of the bad guys, too.
Pretty convenient, huh? It also makes it easy for us to see everything that you're doing.
You're watching everything?
Hey, yo.
If you were my boyfriend, you'd never be able to cheat on me.
Hey, yo.
24 hours a day. That'd be like hell.
Don't think of it like that. At least you'd never get lost.
I like these combos. I like her. She's cool. But yeah, Trav. Sis, thank you, bro. I didn't think I'll see the day that I actually